Cathie Wood has just added 1.4 million shares of this penny stock to her ARKG ETF, making it her biggest position increase in overall position size in the past month. She now holds around 15 million shares of this company. They have had some momentum. You know, the price has pretty much doubled, and Cathie Wood has just bought even more shares. You know, she's been buying this stock over and over again. This is a company with endless possibilities with their new innovation and their technology. You know, it's the first of its kind and has a lot of potential. They have over 1,000 patents for their technology. Went public through a SPAC merger back in 2021 and haven't really been in a good situation, been in a downtrend ever since. But this penny stock has around 365 million in total assets compared to around $26 million in total liabilities. So their liabilities and debt compared to their assets are looking very good. Around $100 million cash on hand and around 250 million short-term investments. So, you know, their assets are looking very good compared to their liabilities, which is always a positive. So just yesterday, I made a video and I also posted on my Twitter and on StockTwist. I said DRCR is completely bottomed out, and I just loaded up. And, you know, this one is up 100% since that post and since I made that video, which was just yesterday. So make sure you like the video because I am showing you some really good plays. This one, you know, pretty much doubled ever since I called it out. I tweeted this yesterday as well at 11:14 a.m. You know, I caught this one at the bottom, told you guys I was adding shares at 0.075. You look at the stock right now, it is trading at 12 cents. Actually was just trading at 14 cents an hour ago. We still have a few hours left in the trading day. So, you know, I showed you this play yesterday. It completely doubled. Just wanted to point that out before I discuss the stock in this video. As you can see on this video I made one day ago, I told you that DRCR was completely bottomed out and I'm loading up, and, you know, it pretty much doubled, you know, within the next day. Stock I'm talking about in today's video is ticker QSI, trading at $3.10. This one is up 100% in the last month, but Cathie Wood has continued to buy. I'm about to dive into that, about to talk about what this stock is all about, but they're bringing something that's never been done before. I have 1,000+ patents that are either issued or pending as of right now. Cathie Wood's ARKG ETF holding of ticker QSI, which is Quantum SI. It's really interesting here. She has continued to add this one even as it jumped up 100% or something like that in the last month. You know, looking right here on July 13th, 2023, she bought around 1.4 million shares, which I believe is around, you know, I haven't really calculated, but it should be around $5 million worth of shares of this company. So 1.4 million shares bought right here. As you can see, she continues to add shares very aggressively to her ARKG, which is her genomic ETF portfolio. She added this to ARKG, which is a genomic revolution ETF. She added these, like I said, just around 10 days ago. She continues to be very bullish on this company. This one did IPO, you know, went up to around a high of $14, has been in a downtrend ever since, but we have momentum now and this stock is going up. There's a lot going on with it. It has groundbreaking technology, like I said. In their balance sheet, they do have cash on hand. They are actually losing money. They just had their first revenue progress, which shows their first sales. You know, their revenue isn't really there. They don't have, you know, their revenue is actually pretty much non-existent. They are losing millions of dollars each quarter, but they do have cash on hand. Like I said, around $100 million cash on hand, which is enough to get them through the rest of the year and going into a little bit of next year as well, just depending on how things go. So, you know, even though they are losing money, they do have cash on hand right now, but they will need funding in the future because their revenue just isn't there right now. You know, something to really look at with these biotech plays, you know, this one's involved in, you know, a few other sectors as well. It is a chip play, you know, it is a chip stock as well, but they only have $26 million in total liabilities, really don't have any debt. They have $81.6 million cash on hand, but they also have $240 million in short-term investments, so that also can count as cash if they do sell their positions. So that leaves their total assets at 330 million, like I said in the beginning of this video, compared to 26 million in total liabilities. This one did just recently in the past year or two, I think in 2021, had their SPAC merger and became a public traded company, just IPO'd through that. Quantum SI has been billed as a lot of things, which has also been, you know, known as a semiconductor stock, biotech stock, and as the company name implies, even something to do with quantum computing, although it doesn't have anything to do with that field. So guys, this is a chip stock, yet first and foremost, this is a technology startup. Q1 2023 revenue was only 250,000. The vast majority of its being product sales, you know, had a net losses that totaled $23.6 million. So they are So they are in fact losing money every quarter. Like I said, a lot of money, but they do have cash on hand as of right now. Crashed in 2022. Like I said, been in a downtrend ever since, but the company is bringing a potentially disruptive protein sequencing equipment and services to the market. And I do believe AI will be involved with this once they start getting this going. The device is a small desktop piece of equipment that unlocks the ability to quickly sequence proteins within a day versus typically days or weeks with existing equipment. So they're solving a problem, making it way faster, and it's the first of its kind. This is some groundbreaking technology. That's why I'm covering it. This could have enormous potential in detecting and diagnosing diseases, developing healthcare treatments, and more. So guys, with these biotech and pharmaceutical companies, plus this one's involved in much more, you know, when they get some good reports or studies, they can really take off. You know, there's really no limit for how high this stock can go if they really do solve a problem that's never been done before, make it way more efficient. You know, there's just a lot of potential for this company. But like I said, they are losing money every quarter. They do have cash on hand to keep up with that for now, but it will be a problem in the future. They will need funding. That's how it looks right now. So at the heart of Quantum SI's technology is a proprietary chip system. In very simple terms, users load a lab sample onto a chip along with a protease, however you say that, an enzyme that breaks down proteins. A fluorescent marker is added to the sample and signals from it are read by the chip, providing data that can then be uploaded to Quantum SI's cloud software for analysis. So the result of the company's breakthrough is not only faster protein sequences, keep in mind they're doing in a day what normal systems are taking weeks to do, but also far cheaper startup costs for researchers. So they're doing a lot here. So it doesn't just have its own patented chip technology. It went a step further and acquired a very small privately owned chip packaging company called Majelac in early 2022. After Quantum SI's chip fabrication partners make its silicone wafers, Quantum SI takes possession of them, dices them up into chips, and packages them up for use in the Platinum device and sample preparation kits. So obviously this is a very risky play, but they do have funding for right now. They do potentially have some groundbreaking technology, so this is definitely one you have to put on your watch list and watch very closely, because, you know, like I said, with these biotech stocks, these pharmaceutical companies can really come out with some new research and studies or anything like that, some updates, and this one can easily hit $10 plus. They do have funding for right now, so that's something you have to look at, but they will need it in the future. So they definitely have negatives going with this company. You know, they could have some really good updates come out. Definitely have to watch it and definitely have to put on your watch list. But what it's looking right here, if everything does line up, if they can push their revenue up, get more sales, and don't have to rely on too much funding, this one can really disrupt their entire sector, because it looks like their technology is way more efficient than their peers. They're a protein sequencing company, so DNA only tells you what could happen, but proteins tell you what actually is happening. And this is also the first chip ever to see the structure of a single protein. So like I said, they are a very innovative company, and you know, they can really disrupt the entire market that they are in. That's why you have to pay attention to what they're doing. If you want a potentially disruptive technology play, you know, that is bringing new stuff to the market and has a lot of potential, if everything does line up, this is definitely one you have to look at. Definitely one that we have to watch in the coming years. That's it for the video, guys. Make sure you like the video, everything like that, and I hope you guys make a lot of money out there.